For the Warriors, of course, we will see Juan Toscano-Anderson in his third year with Golden State. The 29-year-old's path from growing up in Oakland to playing for his hometown team would have never been possible if it hadn't been for one special teacher that he met in the third grade.
I was here 20 years ago. This is where I fell in love with the game. This is where I started to envision what I wanted to do with my life. This is exactly where my dream started. Growing up in East Oakland, you ever read that book, Where the Wild Things Are? You got drugs, gangs, violence, amongst many other things, and so it's just kind of, you got to figure out how to maneuver amongst the madness.
Juan Toscano-Anderson wears 95 on his jersey, a tribute to the street where he grew up.
95th has always been there. This place is everything to me. This neighborhood's gonna always be home. I walk past this park every day when I used to go to Stonehurst. I used to walk to school. Stonehurst is a few blocks down.
Juan attended Stonehurst Elementary School, which is in deep East Oakland, and one of the children in the school attempted to stab Juan.
My mom enrolled me at Montclair Elementary because my aunt was living in the Montclair district, so we used her address. My first teacher at Montclair was Mrs. Addles.
Juan was very quiet and sad looking, a matter of fact, but I, had no reason to know what was going on.
I was late to school every day. I knew adults looked at me and said, "Damn, this kid's parents probably don't care about him." That would break me down as a kid, but Ms. Addles never made me feel uncomfortable.
My job was to have every student that I taught feel that, this is home, this is your family.
Ms. Addles said, "I noticed that Juan is really happiest when he's playing basketball. Have you ever thought about sending him to a camp?" I didn't put two and two together, and I really didn't know Mr. Addles.
Wilhelmina Addles is married to Al Addles, a Warriors legend who played 11 years for the team and has been with the organization ever since as a coach, GM, and ambassador.
Juan, he had a connection there with basketball, so I paid for and sent him to a Warrior camp.
I have a ball of fire in me caused from my anger and my frustration with my circumstances. She allowed me to figure out ways to channel this.
Juan was a star on the court in high school, eventually moving on to play at Marquette. Anderson! In 2015, he went undrafted, and his future with the game he loved was uncertain.
After graduating Marquette, I didn't have any options to play basketball. And I got a call from the Mexican national team that changed everything for me.
Mexico's Professional Basketball League took notice of Juan's performance with the national team and offered him a chance to start his pro career. He went on to win 2 championships and an MVP award in 3 seasons.
A la gente de Monterrey, esta gente aquí, toda la gente aquí. Gracias.
Then, in 2018, he tried out with the G League's Santa Cruz Warriors.
I went in there on tryout, and by the end of the G League season, I was starting for them.
Toscano-Anderson's dunk gives Santa Cruz a lead.
After 1 season, Juan signed a 2-way contract with Golden State.
Oh my God, Toscano-Anderson!
And then on May 13th, 2021, his hometown team signed him to a 2-year contract, making him a full-time NBA player.
What's up, Mom?
I just wanted to tell you that I'm so proud of you, son. I'm so glad that you never gave up.
I was crying. I was crying.
Toscano-Anderson, tough finish, precious.
It was wonderful to see the Warriors saw what I saw many years ago.
It took him 5 years to get to the NBA.
Those days are over. He could say bye to the G League.
Hello. How are you? It's so good to see you. How are you doing?
Oh, fine.
It's so good to see you.
And you too. Oh, not the little.
I know, right? The little nappy-headed boy. Now I'm doing better.
Oh, wow. Well, I have your mug that you signed. You haven't seen it.
Oh, wow. Look at all these names.
Look at that.
Juan Toscano-Anderson. Wow, this is crazy. You still have this.
Of course I do.
That was 19 years ago.
19 years ago.
What does it say on the bottom? Thank you, Mrs. Adams. One of you guys may be standing in my shoes one day talking to campers 20 years from now. I walk in the weight room and my picture's up there. You know, I never imagined that. I never imagined playing for the Warriors. It's just a dream come true.
It brings tears to my eyes now when I hear Juan talk about the impact that I had on his life.
Not only did you change my life, but you changed my mother's life, my sister, and my two brothers. And not only that, you've allowed me to become a role model in my community. That's all in a large part due to Miss Adams.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.